What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing a desert spot that we've highlighted on the channel before, but there's even more shiny exploits that we can do at this spot that I think will be really interesting to everyone. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, enjoy these types of videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. So we're going to begin over at the desert city here, just at the Pokemon Center, and then from here we're gonna go over to this rock over there, and you will need the ride powered climbing in order to access this spot. So this is going to be a pretty late game situation, but once you do have this power, you're able to access this and get a lot of different shiny Pokemon, and I believe you can actually get up to 5 different shinies by doing this method. In a previous video, we have highlighted how you get shiny Larvesta from this, and we also highlighted how to get a shiny Orthworm. But in today's video, we're going to be highlighting a couple of other Pokemon that get spawned up here, and as you can see, we are in the exact location that you need to be to get the shiny Pokemon. And there's a lot of different species spawning over here, which is really cool. And when you're up here, you just want to make a save about at this edge over here. And this is going to be our safety save, so just in case anything happens to us, we'll be able to come back here. Like if our sandwich messes up, or if we don't get any shinies in the sandwich, you'll be able to come back to the safety save so you didn't actually use any of your resources. And now we're going to go set up our picnic. And the first Pokemon that we're going to be showcasing is Bramble Guys. As Bramble Guys is the only ghost type Pokemon that spawns up in this area. It is also a grass type Pokemon, which I would recommend not making a grass type sandwich because Caspakid also spawns here, and we want to isolate our spawns as best as we can. So the recipe I'm going to be using is 1 cucumber, 1 pickle, and then 3 red onions. Of course, there's going to be other recipes that get you the same outcome, but this is just going to be the one I use in the video today. And then I'm going to use 2 sweet herb and mysticas. And there we go. We got sparkling, tidal, and encounter power for ghosts at level 3. And we're ready to begin our shiny hunt. So now we just want to exit the picnic. And we have 30 minutes, as you can see by hitting right on the D-pad, to get a shiny Bramble Guys to spawn. And as you can see, there's a bunch of different spawners over here on the map. You got one on the left, one in the center, and one on the right. And you get about 15 spawns by doing this. So you want to scan and see if you can find a shiny. If you don't see a shiny, which will be pretty obvious to tell, you're just going to hit that picnic button and redo this until you eventually get your shiny. This is essentially a guaranteed force shiny. This is really nice, and hopefully you'll be able to get more than one within 30 minutes. But that's going to be up to your RNG. And like I said, if it doesn't work out, you can always just quit and retry this again, and eventually you'll get your shiny without using any additional herb and mysticas. There we have it. We have our shiny Bramblin. As you can see, it's like a nice white, a little bit easier to tell than the yellow, and it does have a green bottom. And let's encounter it. There we go. Easy shiny Bramblin. I mean, maybe have enough time to get the full family here too. And then to reset, of course, you just go back to the top of the hill here, hit the picnic, and we have about 10 minutes left, so we'll see if we can get another one to get that full shiny family. Well, like I said, there was 10 minutes left, and we got another one in the immediate next spawn right here. So that's crazy. So there's the full shiny family for Bramblin. Very easy. I actually can't believe that. I stopped the recording for a second just to see it pop up immediately. So back-to-back shiny Bramblins, perfect for the video. And we got that full shiny loving family. So let's move on to our next hunt here. And now for our next shiny hunt, we're going to do a rock type sandwich, because if you're in Pokemon Scarlet, you'll have the version exclusive Pokemon Stonejourner that spawns here. And this is going to be an incredibly easy location to get one. And to get a shiny Stonejourner, we're going to make a rock type sandwich using a cucumber, a pickle, and then we're going to use 3 servings of bacon. And then from there, you can just use pretty much any 2 herb and mysticas. And the herb and mysticas I'm going to use is going to be 2 sours, then any pick doesn't matter. Sparkling tidal and encounter power for rock types, and we are ready to begin this hunt. Same thing as the Bramblin, we're just going to be standing in the same location, and we're going to just wait until we see a shiny Stonejourner. And they spawn pretty frequently. They're pretty big, so it's going to be relatively easy to tell the shiny. You don't actually have to zoom in on these guys if you don't want to. And about after 25 minutes of trying here, we got our shiny Stonejourner. If you don't know what it looks like, It is an all black body instead of the stone gray, so it's sort of easy to see once you know what you're looking for. Look at this big boy. Let's go get him. Absolutely beaut of a shiny, and that is our Stonejourner hunt done. Now, from the biggest shiny you can hunt here to possibly the smallest shiny that you can actually get here, we're gonna do a shiny Fittle hunt, which is a pure psychic type Pokemon. And of course, there's gonna be multiple recipes that work for this, but the recipe I'm gonna be using is 1 cucumber, 1 pickle, and 3 onions. And then from there, pretty much any 2 Herba Mysticas. So I'm going to pop in 2 Sours, any pick. And there we go. Sparkling Tidal Encounter, ready for this Fittle hunt. So same thing as every other hunt here. You can see the Fittles coming in all tiny. And they are a little bit hard to see the shiny for. However, the shiny has a green skirt. And if you go in first person mode, you get a nice look at them. And it's going to be like a neon green. So relatively easy to see, but if you don't know how to zoom in further on the Switch console, you can go to your system settings, go all the way down to system. Then from here, you're going to go down until you go to the zoom function, and you want to have this turned on. You can zoom in by pressing home twice quickly. So going back to our game, if you hit home twice, you can actually zoom in, and then you can obviously do this while in first person mode for the best zoom. So you can see if any of the Fittles are going to be shiny, but I think it's going to be relatively easy because it is like a neon green skirt. And there is another bird shiny that we can get in this area. We can get a shiny Rufflet by using a flying type sandwich. And I'm going to be going with a cucumber, a pickle, and then 3 servings of prosciutto. And then I'm going to use 2 Herba Mysticas. So I'm going to use these 2 and then any pick. And there we go. We got all 3 flying powers at level 3. Then the Rufflets will be popping in from the 3 spawners on the map here, and sometimes they spawn in bigger groups like this too. And shiny Rufflet's pretty easy to tell. This is another one that you can use the zoom function for, but they're gonna be a brown body instead of these blue body. And sometimes you can get a Braviary to spawn up here, but it's not gonna be something that you can really count on. It's like a 1% chance to spawn. So of course, once again, hit that picnic reset and just keep resetting until you eventually get that brown birdie. And another hunt that we can do here is a shiny Orthworm. It's the only steel type that spawns in the area. So I'm going to use cucumber and pickle, and I'm going to use 3 servings of hamburger. And then I'm going to use 2 Herba Mysticas. And this is another relatively easy hunt as well, and a very obvious shiny with that deep blue. And there we go. We got all 3 for steel and ready to hunt this shiny Orthworm. As you can see, they spawn from the 3 spawners again. A little bit slower than the other spawns I'll mention, but it's still going to be the best spot to get one of these guys. And of course, instead of the red, they're going to be bright blue, so very obvious to see. And our last hunt at this location is going to be for shiny Larvesta, which is probably going to be the premier one here. And I'm going to use 1 pickle, 1 cucumber, and 3 servings of the red bell pepper. And then pretty much any 2 Herba Mystica will work for this. Of course, other recipes will work as well. And this one's another pretty obvious one from its shiny, so you don't have to zoom in, but you can if you would like to. It's pretty golden though, so daytime or nighttime hunting for it, I didn't have any issues hunting the shiny. And there we got all 3 for fire, and now we're ready to hunt for shiny Larvesta. Get that absolutely beautiful shiny Volcarona, and you can see, once again, they just come in from all 3 spots. Don't have to zoom in, but you can if you would like to. And there we have it, guys. That is going to be all of the different shiny Pokemon that you can hunt in this desert location. So that's going to be really helpful for your living shiny decks or getting any of these particular Pokemon that you want. Especially Larvesta is going to be one of the bigger ones that you get from this location too. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this type of video, please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time with more Pokemon content. Peace out and have a great one.